All right, now we're gonna do a deep dive in the Swiftcurrent Expedition Zip-Front wader. This is our most burly, feature-rich wader, historically our #1 selling wader as well. Starting from the top down, our padded shoulder straps get a little bit wider. We got a lot of feedback from our customers and ambassadors that sometimes we wanted a little bit more surface area to cover those shoulder straps because they may fall off if they were a little too loose. So you have a little bit more coverage here up top. In the back of the wader too, in the back strap, we added a little bit more elasticity to that back shoulder strap. So when you go and bend down or release a fish, those shoulder straps will work with you rather than against you. The other thing that does update here is our hook and ladder closure system. That gets a little bit wider and a little more intuitive so that you can take these wader straps on and off. Also, it makes it really nice to kind of finely tune where you want those straps to sit on body, depending on what your layering system is as well. Going down, you still have the Easy Lock suspension system here, so you can convert any of our waders into a waist-high wader. The other thing that we also added to these waders, which is very thoughtful, is this anchor point lash system. So now you can integrate either our 3-liter or 5-liter switch pack into the waders themselves. Looking to the inside, we still have that drop-in pocket on the right-hand side that is open. But however, on the other side, we add a zippered security closure. So if you have a phone or any other accessories that you don't want to get lost, it's nice to have a little bit more security on that left-hand side. Also, a big update as well is that we're chatting with a lot of our customers, and now that phones are more or less waterproof now, this waterproof pouch is now removable and not welded into the wader like in our previous iteration. But you still have, your PU coated zippers here in the front, which are water resistant. You also have hand warming pockets that are lined with a micro gridded fleece. You also have a storm flap here, which is a very thoughtful feature because it makes sure that the top of that zipper doesn't chew up your hand, especially on those cooler days. Moving further down, we still have our secure stretch wading belt that is static through a majority of the belt and has a couple inch give and elasticity in the back. So you can carry, either a wading staff, or if you need to carry like a 10 mil if you're in Alaska, these will now sit tight to your hip. Moving further down the wader as well, again, remember we updated the seaming construction to have that singular anterior and posterior seam so that it makes it easier for us to repair the wader, and it makes it a little bit easier in terms of the size and grading, so it's easier to get in and out. The other thing too is that we still have our padded knee pads, and this is one of my favorite features that we've ever introduced. Especially if you're on having a technical approach on a spring creek, or if you're leaning up against a rock or releasing a fish, or for myself, I'm pretty clumsy, so they actually saved my knee after I slip and fall coming in and out of the river. So those are still there and very much beloved for everyone who's ever stepped into these waders. Moving further down, we don't update the gravel guard. We found great success in this gravel guard in terms of having that ultralight black hole fabric on the inside of the cuff with the perforated gravel guard along the outside. We find that cuff construction does a really great job at shedding water, so that if you're getting in a drift boat or a raft, you're not picking up water with you as well, or you're not carrying that along the riverbank as well. The other update as well, we still have 4 millimeters of neoprene in that booty. On the inside of the booty is a polyester gridded material, which adds a little bit of warmth to the booty. So I find that it makes a lightweight sock a midweight sock, and a midweight sock a heavyweight sock. So it's really nice in terms of consolidating some of that bulk, especially in the booty itself. But overall, this is our most feature-rich, our most burly wader. When the going gets tough, I'm grabbing these on my next fishing trip. Come on down to Yellow Dog Fly Shop. We have a plethora of sizes. We'd be happy to get you dialed in for your next fishing adventure.